Henderson sorry over Saudi. Charlie, this in reference to the LGBTQ plus community. I mean, has Henderson damaged his reputation to such an extent that there's no way back from it? Or do you think now he's back in Europe and back at Ajax, or that he can kind of recover from this?
No, I think he'll recover. Of course he will. But I think people are always going to remember this stint in Saudi Arabia, obviously a completely ill-advised move. And I'm still staggered that he is surprised, or was surprised, at the outcry, amongst a lot of people, and particularly, those important causes he really supported. But yeah, it's in fairness, he's fronted it up on England duty before Christmas in the autumn. He fronted it up to a load of journalists as well and spoke to them. But I think it was inevitable that he really had to get back to Europe because, he was very close to saying, goodbye to his chances of playing at Euro 2024 because, clearly, the level in Saudi Arabia was not helping him at all. And I know you've got, Ronaldo playing over there. So I think it was a wise decision for him to cut short. And I know he's saying it wasn't about money and, don't believe what, the newspapers say. I mean, look, of course he was over there for the money. He was £700,000 a week. He hadn't gone there for the weather. But ultimately, I hope he does well at Ajax. Great club, interesting move. I love it when, English players like Kane, Bellingham, try to move abroad. Obviously, this is at the end of his career, and Ajax, nothing like Bayern or Real Madrid. But, really wish him well. I really do.
OK, Riyadh, Charlie mentioned there the Euros coming up in the summer. This must give him a better chance of being part of Gareth Southgate's squad?
It absolutely has to. I think, whatever Cristiano Ronaldo might have said today about the Saudi Premier League being sort of already bigger than sort of Liga and in France, I don't think anyone buys that. It's very clearly a lower standard of football. They've expanded enormously in terms of this project, this buy-up of marquee players like Jordan Henderson, but the level's nowhere close. It's not a wildly competitive environment to sharpen steel, if you want the term. And we're talking about a 33-year-old. He was always going to have to be racing against age at this point in his career anyway. So going over, playing for a club like Ajax, it will improve his chance. Southgate clearly likes him, clearly wants to have him around, and that will go as much for his personality and what he brings to that squad dynamic as well as someone who has been proven to be a superb midfielder for a very, very, very long time. But you look at the competition for places in that England midfield as well. That's also that's also a factor to consider here with Jordan Henderson. And even if he hadn't gone, I would have my doubts about whether or not he would be in Gareth Southgate's starting 11. But certainly coming back to play in Europe has to help.